they've got to figure out how to force demand down, don't they? They've got to use the power.
There was still a big government over them.
Portland was one of the first cities to implement this program.
It's a Soviet idea that Mao uses in China.
I feel like the diversity of history that you have to learn here with the elective courses and the broad spectrum of things that you learn from your freshman year through your senior year is really, really important because you thoroughly understand a vast array of issues, a vast array of concepts. You understand themes from around the world, not just in the United States or not just in the Western Hemisphere. So you get a really, really broad level of exposure to all sorts of different problems on a really, truly international level.
Okay, so the trolley car system is another alternative that's really up and coming in the region.
We have the opportunity to raise their awareness to a whole new realm of topics and issues that affect our society today.
I think the skills that we all focus on, being able to write very well, being able to retain information, being able to connect and use that information in critical and analytical ways. Being in Washington is so valuable for our students.
You don't just go for history, you go for like science, you go for math, you go for like French or Spanish, and you just like learn how it like relates to like what you're learning now.
In order to understand the way humans interact and the decisions humans have made, we need to study that so we can then identify what's ahead of us. You know, when we think about jobs that students may head out to, they have to have a grounding in these social sciences to be able to solve problems and understand and to be analytical thinkers.
So the yellow lines of the Soviet counterattack, so the Soviets eventually...
What I love about history is what you learn, how it has impacted society today, even though it was 3,000 years ago. You can see just complete identical relations from back then to now.
History repeats itself, and you can see a lot of the patterns throughout civilizations. So if we know the patterns that happened before us, we can anticipate them for our modern societies.
We've created essential questions, and this idea that although we cover a lot of material, we cover a lot of content, the idea is that we're really focusing on what are the essential questions that human beings have had to contend with. So questions like, how do people connect with one another? How do they exchange ideas and goods, and what does that mean for their society?
He has superior over them that he doesn't have to.
I think more than anything for our students, having that ability to make connections from the past to what we're doing now is so incredibly important.